goes on from morning to night, every single day, over and over and over again.
They're literally just taking it from the store. They're taking it, grabbing it, and running.
I mean, you don't feel safe.
I've been in this Bay Area 20 years. I've never seen this.
When I was made aware of the numbers, particularly in San Francisco, it blows your mind away.
The problem has only gotten worse.
We're talking multi-millions of dollars that are being stolen, and this money then in turn is being used by crime syndicates, both in the U.S. and in other countries, to fund some really bad activities.
We're not talking about just one or two items that someone might need to get by. Our investigations have shown that there are organized fences where people are selling these products that they steal.
This is the one that we had to close down, and the auto window is now boarded up because someone broke into our store one night.
I might come and get out by anything that you can get.
I work in retail, so I see it all the time.
We overlook a lot of the shops, and we always see shoplifting happen.
It's just lawlessness. People are just openly just coming in and stealing stuff. People you would never even suspect.
It's definitely gotten a lot more aggressive over the last couple of years. People are very, very bold in their shoplifting tactics, is what we've seen recently.
Now it seems so open and brave.
They casually come in, grab what they need, and walk out.
This has been going on for a year and a half now. It's really bad.
There's obviously more of it past year.
It's just getting worse and worse.
It's crazy. It's getting bad.
Especially along the pier. Like, people don't want to leave their stuff out because they're afraid somebody's going to snatch it and grab it. You know, these people, it's hard-working people. They've been here for years. A lot of shops had to close during the pandemic. So to try to reopen and get back on track is hard. You know, and they're afraid.
We have sometimes like detectives posted in the front of the store or just waiting in the alleyway. So it's kind of on and off. You do have good days, and sometimes you unfortunately have some bad days.
She manages, just that much. And they got maced. That was a new approach to get in. And, she had to lock her employees up, their lives.
This alley right here is like another hot spot for people to get, stuff taken. I witnessed a woman that was just standing right there, and two guys did plan robbing her. One of them took her bag on the side, and they just ran.
Standard of living in San Francisco is going down, so it's kind of making sense. There's a lot of shopping. Our security has tax off it and all too, and I see a lot of stuff like that.
As far as the stuff being locked up, I feel like it's unfair to the people that needs it. Like, we have to wait for an attendant to finish what they're doing to come up, and then we have a shorter staff. It's all kinds of things.
Us employees, we can't really do much. You're not allowed to do anything until they physically take the merchandise from you.
Sometimes there's nothing I can do about it. They get away too fast. Other times I'm able to stop it, but it's kind of it's one of those things where you just have to keep watching out.
We got called them out, and then we got detectives that come.
Ran up to stop them, and they kind of spread everyone here, and then they took what they wanted to. Everybody is covered up with masks. You don't see a face, so it's impossible to identify.
It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. There's no logic in what they're doing, especially the car break-ins.
It happens every day here on the street, as you can see. The broken glass there, this happens every day. I see 2 to 3, 4 or 5 cars up and down the street getting broken into in broad daylight. People walk out with stuff, and police don't.
We get broken windows every few minutes. We got like 30 cars now that's with broken windows here because people have experienced the smash and grab thing. Oh, it's kind of getting out of hand though, I ain't gonna lie. The car, breaking into cars and stuff, I parked my car down here, so, maybe I hide my stuff.
So on a daily basis, what we're seeing is, believe it or not, 10 car break-ins a day, like it's nothing.
Many times I've had nothing in my car, but people have just broken into my car and made a mess of it for no reason.
The sad part is that we just got back to work Memorial Day weekend. Fisherman's Wharf has just opened up again, which is wonderful. And these poor tourists, they come on over here, they have a great time in one of the most beautiful cities in the world, San Francisco, the city of love,
Next thing you know, on the way out, boom, they're getting their luggage just broken into, and it's just not one family. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And it goes on. Nobody's doing anything about it.
I think it's out of control, and no other major city has break-ins, stealing like San Francisco does.
Yeah, Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wakar Kodash. Double honor to my teachers, the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim worldwide that are sincere and serious in doing the will of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wakar Kodash. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 1 and 2. To you all, I'm the brother disciple Koshab and Yemen from the branch of the Great Millstone, Barbados. 2 Ezra 15 and 1. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and evading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So you're going to see a lot more than car break-ins and grabbing. We call it grabbing and go. A lot of stealing. It's going to get worse. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because there's going to be martial law, right? There's going to be martial law, so they can barricade all the exits and the entrances. You see? It's going to get that bad. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. So you see that cities being troubled, people can't get their life back together. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. So there can be home invasions as well. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, and that's what you're seeing, man. But shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. You see? And people just doing it because they're lawless too. You know what I mean? Just lawless and yeah, they're lawless and just just rebellious, man. Habakkuk 1:4. Therefore the law is slack, and that's what's going on, right? Our judgment doth never go forth, for the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceedeth, and that's what you see in the world in turmoil. Let me end with this precept here. Y'all saw Proverbs 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Everybody in mourning. They ain't got no jobs. The drugs all over the place. Unemployment, poverty. Is right? And you got brothers in Sanfrancisco have been warning you for years, man. But you never took heed. You find the hand, you pull the real shoulder. So now you can feel, man. Now you can feel. You got brothers in Sanfrancisco that have been warning you for years, but you never took heed. Right? Let me end with this precept, man. You never took heed. Proverbs 1 and 24. Because I have called and ye refuse. I have stretched up my hand and no man regarded. You didn't want to heed, huh? But ye have said unto naught all my counsel and will none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. So now the Lord will laugh at you. You laughed at his men. You taught scorn of his law. That's another precept there, man. You taught scorn of his law. So now look what happened to you, man. Get one last one here, man. You know, you didn't gain the warning. You was gaining the warning. 2 Ezra 6:22. and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And the trumpet shall sound, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs, there's going to be so much things going on, so much death, so much theft, so much riot, so much catastrophes be. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and the 3 hour day shall not run. Lack of water as well. You understand? Anyhow, man, all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.